Hey, what's up to everybody out there? This is your boy C Money, and welcome to another edition of the Roundtable Talk, the hottest talk show on the YouTube internet site. Email us. Our email address is roundtable00@yahoo.com. You can also check us out, our previous shows, and comment on shows. If you have any questions or want to add a topic to a show that you would like to be discussed, you can email us roundtable00@yahoo.com. Today's topic I want to discuss is something that's been kind of iffy on my mind about age and relationships. It kind of been towering for me for a minute because I've been starting to see a lot of things about it. What I want to discuss about it is basically how people and age matter reacts to it. What I want to talk about, excuse me one second for y'all. What I really want to talk about is basically, it's been going around for like quite some time, like the new age of time, like for a few years now, that at a certain age you're considered old. Cause remember back, like back in the day, anybody over 50 was considered elderly or old. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. Now it's considered that at a younger age now you're considered old. Like the younger generation, as far as if you just turning 18 and you're 19 or 20, the younger generation consider being over the age of 25 as being considered old. And it's been going around for a minute, and I always want to know why is that people think that way. And then when you go on certain social medias and social dating sites and you see all these young people that are looking for somebody to love or to be with, they always have this preference of it has to be 18 to 25, 18 to 26, 18 to 20. It doesn't say nobody over 30 or nobody over 40. Because, and I always wonder, why is that? You know what I'm saying? If you have any questions or comments on that, you can comment on this video, or you can also comment at our email address, roundtable00@yahoo.com. Now, let me get into it and give you my opinion. I'm a male of a older age, you know what I'm saying? I am over the age of 30. I'm not going to tell you my age because this video will be here for as long as it can be on the YouTube, as long as I show it last. But I am over the age of 30. Basically, a lot of young people, regardless of your gender or sexual orientation, meaning if you're straight, heterosexual, homosexual, bisexual, women in men's clothing, and different aspects. A lot of people, we think that if you're of a certain age, it tends to, anything that you have tends to look over. Like I could be a successful businessman, one in the stock market and everything, but once I have that, oh, I'm 36, oh, click, shut the door. And it always troubled me, and I don't know why is it, you know what I'm saying? If you, America, can give me that notion of why is that, please let me know. Because I always want to know, why is it that people act that way when it comes towards to situations like that? Why does it people act as if, because from my understanding, you're not even much older when you reach 40. You're middle age. To me, you're middle age. When you're 30 years old, because remember back in the day in the church, when you joined, I don't know if y'all know, but the Baptist churches and stuff, when you join, like when they used to have this thing called the young adult choir, and the young adult choir was considered young adults. And with young adults, the age for young adults used to be from 18 to 35, and that's what they considered young adults. And that's what in the church they used to have a thing called the young adult choir. And I knew it back in the day. In the young adult choir, it used to be from ages 18 to 35, and then after 35 you move on to the older people's choir and stuff like that, or whatever. You move to different stages. And now these days when they say young adults, they're now considered teens as young adults. And I don't consider teenagers as young adults, because young adults are people who are old enough to live and survive on their own. Some teenagers can live and survive on their own, because there are a lot of teenagers that don't have parents, and they have to go out there and hustle and work, and they have to live on their own. I understand that, but I still consider it as young adults. Consider anybody over the age of 18 to the middle ages of 30, 35, to the middle ages to 40, I should say. You are a young adult still. You know what I'm saying? I don't consider teenagers, 15, 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds young adults, because they're not young adults. To be considered an adult is to be considered somebody who can go out and take care of themselves. You're an adult. If you cannot go out and take care, even if you sitting at home, don't got a job, and you living with somebody and you're not working, and you over the age of 18, you're considered an adult. But if you are a teenager, you're home, living off of mama or daddy's money, doing this, going out partying and stuff, you're not a young adult. You're a teenager still. So I don't think that young adult should be considered as the term for children. Some parents treat their children as young adults because they feel that they want to treat their child as equal. But to me, young adult is anybody over the age of 18 to the age of 35 to 40. That's how I feel. And now these days, a lot of these people, they come around, oh yeah, you're because I had, this girl that I'm dating, that I'm talking to. She's, of a certain age, she's like, now she's 25, and she said, oh, I'm considered old, but we've been dating for like 4 years. So it's like, she used to always call me old man and stuff like that, but she do it as a joke because, we're together. But, old man and stuff, oh, you're old and this and that. No. Then I get that a lot of these people on social medias and social dating sites that I see, because I do research and I study, because this is what I do for my talk show. I have to do research and study. So when I do come and do my shows, I do have the information to back it up. I don't just come on here always and just talk out of theory. I come on here and have information and sources to back it up. For instance, Facebook. There are a lot of people that will friend you on Facebook, for as far as talking to them and conversing with them, they will overpass you. And the only reason why they will friend you on Facebook is just to get enough friends on their Facebook page. I can't tell you how many people I have on my Facebook page that I've never met or know. They live in California or New York or Texas, and I've never met them. I don't know who they is. I don't know what type of person they is. I just know they have a mutual friend of mine that I probably don't even much know. Like, say for instance, somebody can request me as a friend in California. I don't know who they is, and the only reason why they friended me is because they have a mutual friend of mine that's in New York. That's probably a mutual friend of mine that has a friend in Georgia. That's probably a mutual friend that has a friend of mine in Florida. And out of all them people, I don't know none of them. They just want to be my friend because they have a mutual friend of mine on Facebook. And I've never met them, and this could be like 5 or 6 years ago, and I still haven't never met them. They comment and everything. I see they post and everything, and I be like, what's the point of us being friends on a social network and we're not going to meet up, converse, be good friends on the phone or whatever, regardless if you're a man or woman, or have conversations and stuff? Why be friends? Everybody has thousands and thousands of friends on Facebook. Then that never only be friends with like 100 of them. Because I guarantee you that majority of the people, I don't think that anybody on Facebook has no more than 50 friends. You know what I'm saying? You can't have 100 friends, because I don't guarantee you and if you do have 100 friends, you have at least 20 or 30 of them that you normally converse with on a regular basis. You don't have 100 friends that you converse with on a regular basis. I have hundreds of friends because I have old, past high school friends, or past, co-workers and stuff. That's understandable, but you don't hang with them on a regular basis. So I don't understand that. So to you to have a conversation with somebody and then they don't fuck with you, excuse my language, I'm not supposed to be doing, but it's just like sitting up here like conversing to people, and it's just like dating. The dating pool is really got real different and got really changed, because back in the day, cougar was the thing. Now the cougar was the hit. An older woman dating a younger man, and I don't know the actual term for an older man dating a younger woman, but the older woman dating a younger man, they call it cougar. Now these days, people, if you're older, and this is one thing I'm going to talk about, and this is what I'm going to talk about when we come back. You know what I'm saying? Sugar daddies, and sugar mamas. That is something I really hate. I don't like, and I disown it, because it is something that I don't like to see, and I don't like to, be. We're gonna take a real quick break. We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk more about this. This is your boy C Money, and this is the Round Table Talk.